Peace and welcome back to North Fork. I'm Derek, thanks for joining us today. So today, if you haven't figured it out yet, we're going to be working on the Woodmizer sawmill. So this is going to be my first log to mill by myself on this Woodmizer. So if you're just joining us, get this Woodmizer. My dad bought it a couple years ago. He used it for everything he needed. My brother used it. Now it's here on my property here in North Fork, and we're going to use it to mill up some lumber. We've got a lot of projects to do and stuff like that. So it's an LT35. So it's should be able to do everything that we need it to do. And we're going to take a look at the mill here, walk around it, and then we're going to cut the first log and see how I do. So as you can see, this is a Woodmizer LT35. And if anybody notices, if they are familiar with Woodmizer, it was a manual mill when the machine was purchased. And the gentleman that owned it before my father bought it, he converted it, some of the stuff to hydraulic. My dad finished it up, adding the log loading arms, the log clamp, the log turner, toe boards, everything like that. So the only weird thing about it, it's got this extra hydraulic power unit over here. Again, that was the way it was set up when he purchased it. Seems to work all right, but yeah, it's just an extra motor to run as you're cutting. So not a big deal. It is nice to have the hydraulic stuff. But yeah, it started out as a manual mill. So behind me, you can see some lumber here that my dad cut when I was here with me, showing me how to run the mill, how to start it up, everything like that, how to set it up. But as I mentioned, this is the first time that I'm going to be doing it here myself. So see if we can get this thing going and get ready to cut some wood. And again, this is one of the first times doing this myself. I'm not a professional sawyer or anything like that, so I might say things wrong, I might do things wrong. Don't use this as a how-to. This is just my experience of going through this. I'm learning as I'm doing this. So if I do anything wrong, that's why. And yeah, I'll learn from it. So the first thing is we got to take these rail covers off. This is something that he had done, put on there to keep everything clean. And a rail cover right here. And we'll pull this one off. Alright, that looks good. So that was the first time changing my blade by myself too. And I haven't even ever done one, but it's just kind of like a bandsaw blade. Well, it is a bandsaw blade, so yeah, let's see if we can get it fired up. The log that we got in here right now is a pine log. My friend brought me this log when he heard I was going to get this mill probably about 1.5 years ago. And it's just a backyard log out of his backyard. It's about 10 foot long. The log's about 12 inches on this end in diameter and about 14 inches on this end in diameter. Lots of knots in it, lots of branches in it. It's not really some great lumber or anything like that. What we've been cutting here is kind of the same thing. Couple logs that we did before that, but we're just going to get it and get a couple pieces of lumber out of it. He'll use it for some craft projects and stuff like that, but it also allows me to learn a little bit, and I'm not, you know, cutting on some nice white oak or anything like that I'm going to ruin. So doing it for a friend, and yeah, so I get to learn on it. Alright, so we got that log done. So took a little longer than most people would take doing it, but again, that's my first time, my first log. So we got a bunch of, they'll end up being around 7/8, maybe even finish out at 3/4 by 10 inches wide, a bunch of boards. So it'll be pretty good for what he wants. I didn't edge any of the boards. I can let him do them for what he's paying. He can take care of it himself. But again, I'm just learning on these, so we're gonna keep moving. He's got, I think, 3 or 4 more logs over there. So we're gonna keep plowing through these, and again, just trying to figure out the best way to do it and trying to learn, just like everybody had to do, you know, when they first started. So, but all in all, it's a beautiful day out here, and it's a great day to be out, just cutting some wood and appreciating the outdoors, and yeah, had a great time. So, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.
Bye. Catch you on the next one.